In this video, I'm going to show you how to find psychology articles in the library databases. If you go to the library's homepage, which is library.suu.edu, and you scroll down, you'll see a list of links. Follow the articles and journals link to find the A to Z databases list. Since we're looking for articles in psychology, I want to find PsycInfo, which is one of the main psychology databases you have available. So here we go. We have PsycInfo on the list. So I'm going to do a search for bipolar disorder. So here we have 41,000 plus results. The articles go all the way back to 1884, and there are several different source types. Generally, with scientific articles, you're going to want something that's been published within the last 10 years. So if you'll see this slider under the publication dates, you can slide to 2010. Well, that's 2007. But another thing you can do is you can actually just type the date right into that. And here we go. So the results have been reduced significantly. As a student, you're often going to be asked to find scholarly or peer-reviewed articles. So if we select academic journals in the source types list, this is going to limit it to articles that have been published in academic journals and scientific journals. So finally, it's often useful to select full text. And this limits the results to things that are actually available through a PDF format or some other full text web-based format. So now we've put these limiters on there. We have full text. They're all published within the last 10 years, and they're all academic, scholarly, peer-reviewed articles. If you select this page options menu and select detailed in the results format, it will add the abstract to the search results. This is a really good way to skim the abstract to get a sense of what the article is about to see if it's relevant to your research. One other thing I'll show you is that if you scroll down, there's this list on the left-hand side, and there's this one called methodology. This will show you different types of studies and different types of articles that you can find. So if we look at literature review, for example, it's going to limit it to articles that are literature reviews. So let's say that this result is relevant to the topic that I'm researching. And I follow the link to the PDF full text. And now I have the article. I can read it right away. Also, since this is a literature review, it's going to be covering a broad range of studies that have been done about the topic. So if I go down to the very end to the references list, and this is just a pro tip, there are all of these different references that could potentially be good sources for your own research. So you can, if you can find that source, it may be helpful. Also, in the EBSCOhost platform, if you look at the right side, there's this little yellow piece of paper icon, and this has the citation formats, and or the citations rather, and you can see that you can pull the citation right out of the database. Now, you always want to make sure that you double check to make sure the citation formatting is correct if you're using this in your own paper, and that is how you find psychology articles.